Hello everyone, welcome to my update US gossip channel. After many breakups, Meri Brown has finally found her dream man. Meri Brown, star of Sister Wives, has a long history of heartbreak. She appears to be ready to resume her dating life after taking some time to heal. Finally, it appears that a man has attracted her attention. The reality TV star is all set to take a step forward into a new phase of her life. Additionally, it appears that love will rule the day. Everyone was left in shock when the TV star finally stepped into the world of speed dating in Salt Lake City. She took a big leap in the latest episode. She was seen alongside her best friend, Jen Sullivan. While she seemed extremely nervous, part of her was equally hopeful as well. But when the speed dating event finally got going, what exactly transpired? Did she find the one that worked for her? Keep reading to know what. Meri Brown's Sister Wives, what she wants in a husband. Sister Wives star Meri Brown revealed what she wanted in a husband, and it seems to be really funny. She added that she doesn't want someone who doesn't like her and all her snort laughter. According to Brown, a person is not her kind if they do not comprehend everything. Meri was married to Kody Brown for nearly 2 decades. And in 2014, the former couple decided to get a divorce. Sister Wives, Meri Brown reveals what she wants in a husband. Meri Brown, star of Sister Wives, said what she wanted in a husband, which seems really funny. She added that she doesn't want someone who doesn't like her and all her snort laughter. According to Brown, a person is not her kind if they do not comprehend everything. Meri was married to Kody Brown for nearly 2 decades. And in 2014, the former couple decided to get a divorce. However, it became abundantly clear as soon as the event began that securing a date would not be an easy task. Meri was first matched with a person named Lee, who seemed very quiet, as he provided only one-word answers to everything. She said, "Maybe I wasn't asking quite the right questions." She further revealed that there were painful moments for sure. Furthermore, Brown met her next date, Jeff. And unfortunately, it got even worse. He started making jokes about her television career as soon as he sat next to her. "I guess you're the house celebrity, huh?" he asked. Later, when Jeff made a few unsettling jokes about her past and the polygamous marriage she was a part of, the conversation got even worse. "Married twice, only one at a time," he stated. Well, this would have made anyone a little unsettled. Brown said that she doesn't like dumb jokes. But when her third date sat with her, things started to change. Janelle seemed to really feel at ease around Daniel, 37. They didn't have to work harder at talking to each other. Until Meri had the realization that one of her children was 29 years old, everything seemed perfect. She said, "You could almost be my kid. This is weird." And then, Ron entered, and everything changed. She told the cameras that she really liked Ron's confidence as soon as they started talking. She further added that he likes dogs and enjoys traveling, and, of course, he is 6 feet tall and handsome. I mean, who would not fall for such a person? We get it, Meri. Additionally, Ron added that he is definitely going to write Brown's name on his survey card. Brown added that Ron was the only real candidate she would like to see again after Jen asked her to fill out the match form so she could get more matches. For more Sister Wives tea, return to TV season and spoilers. For years, Meri Brown has been the emotional heartbeat of Sister Wives, the quiet yet resilient woman who carried heartbreak with grace and rebuilt her identity in front of millions. Viewers have watched her rise and fall in love, endure betrayal, face separation, and emerge from the ashes of polygamy as her own woman. Now, after so many false starts and tearful confessions, it appears Meri's story has turned a corner. The first wife of Kody Brown, who once believed love might never find her again, seems to have rediscovered her spark, and perhaps, just perhaps, the man she's been waiting for all along. It's been a long, emotional journey. Meri's romantic history has been intertwined with heartbreak and reinvention since her early years in the Sister Wives spotlight. Fans remember the early days when she was still adjusting to sharing her husband with 3 other women, Christine, Janelle, and eventually, Robin. She was always the one who seemed the most emotional, the most romantic, The one who still wanted a fairy tale ending even in a plural marriage that was never designed to give her one. When Cody legally divorced her in 2014 to marry Robin, under the guise of adopting Robin's children, something in Meri's heart broke that day, and fans could see it. Over the years, Meri's heartbreak only deepened. She clung to hope that Cody would one day look at her again as he once did, with affection, with respect, with the warmth of a husband who adored her. Instead, their relationship turned cold. By the time Sister Wives entered its later seasons, Cody openly admitted that he no longer considered himself romantically connected to Meri. In one of the most gut-wrenching scenes in the show's history, he told her that their marriage had no spark. Meri's tears, her silence, and that heavy look of realization left fans crushed, because she had given so much of herself to a man who no longer wanted her. That's when Meri did what only the strongest women can, she decided to choose herself. Over the past few years, she rebuilt her life from the ground up. She poured her energy into her bed and breakfast, Lizzie's Heritage Inn, in Parowan, Utah. She surrounded herself with strong, supportive friends, like her best friend Jen Sullivan. And she began to rediscover who she was without the title of Cody's first wife. Fans could see her transformation unfold on Instagram, her bright smile, her confident captions, her unapologetic independence. She posted photos hiking, traveling, laughing, and living. But love? That seemed like a door she had locked long ago. That's why fans were stunned and thrilled when Meri announced she was ready to date again. In the latest Sister Wives episode, Meri did something she never thought she would. She walked into a speed dating event in Salt Lake City with an open heart and trembling nerves. She admitted to cameras that it had been decades since she'd been in the dating world. The idea of meeting strangers, flirting, and opening up again was terrifying, but also exhilarating. For the first time in a long time, Meri wasn't just surviving, she was hoping. Her best friend Jen Sullivan came along for moral support. The two women, giggling nervously in the car, tried to imagine what kind of men might be there. Meri confessed that she wasn't looking for perfection, she just wanted someone kind, someone who could make her laugh, someone who could love her for who she is, snort laughs and all. If a guy doesn't like my laugh, he's not my person, she joked. It was classic Meri, funny, real, and honest. As the event began, the atmosphere in the room buzzed with tension and excitement. Meri, dressed in a chic top with her signature hair styled just right, smiled nervously as she sat at her first table. The man's name was Lee, quiet, polite, but painfully shy. He offered one-word answers to nearly every question. "How long have you been in Salt Lake?" Meri asked with her trademark warmth. 2 years, Lee said. "Cool. What brought you here?" she tried again. "Work," he replied. And that was pretty much it. Meri smiled politely, but her eyes said it all. Later in a confessional, she laughed, saying, "Maybe I wasn't asking the right questions, but that was painful." Her next date, Jeff, didn't go much better. Within minutes, he brought up her TV fame. "So, you're the celebrity in the house, huh?" he joked, clearly aware of who she was. Meri tried to play along, but Jeff kept pressing. He even made jokes about her polygamous past. "Married twice, but only one at a time, right?" he said with an awkward grin. The cameras caught the flash of discomfort on Meri's face. Later, she told producers, "I don't like dumb jokes. I'm not here to be the punchline." It was clear that Jeff's comments hit a nerve, not just because they were inappropriate, but because they reminded her of everything she had fought so hard to move past. She wasn't Cody's ex anymore. She was Meri, a woman looking for a real connection. Her third date, Daniel, was younger, just 37. He was sweet, engaging, and had an easy smile. The two clicked instantly. They laughed, chatted, and seemed to fall into a natural rhythm. But then Meri's inner voice interrupted the moment. "Wait, my child is 29. You could almost be my kid." "This is weird," she told the cameras, laughing. It was clear that chemistry wasn't the issue, but compatibility might be. She wanted a man who matched her emotionally and mentally, someone with shared life experience, someone who knew what it meant to rise after heartbreak. Then came Ron, and suddenly, everything shifted. When Ron sat across from her, there was an ease that filled the room. He was tall, 6 feet, confident, and charismatic. His energy was steady, grounded, and genuine. From the moment he started talking, Meri's eyes softened. She told producers later, "He's confident. He likes dogs, loves to travel, and he's tall and handsome. What's not to love?" The conversation flowed naturally. There were no awkward silences, no forced laughter, no judgment about her past. For once, it felt real. Meri smiled in a way fans hadn't seen in years, a genuine, glowing smile. When Ron mentioned he was definitely writing her name on his match card, she blushed like a teenager. After the event, Jen encouraged Meri to fill out her match form too. Meri hesitated for a moment, then admitted that Ron was the only real candidate she wanted to see again. It wasn't about checking boxes or forcing love, it was about letting herself believe that love could happen again. And that's exactly what fans are celebrating, not just that Meri may have found a man she likes, but that she's finally found herself again. The idea of Meri Brown dating, openly, bravely, and joyfully, is something that once seemed impossible. After years of public heartbreak, she had every reason to give up on romance. She had been betrayed emotionally, mocked online, and dismissed by the man she once considered her soulmate. But Meri refused to let pain define her. She turned her loneliness into liberation. For so long, she was defined by her connection to Cody, the first wife who paved the way for the family's plural lifestyle. She was the original, the loyal partner who believed in a dream that eventually shattered. But now, she's defining herself by her joy, not her grief. Meri's speed dating adventure isn't just a storyline for sister wives. It's a symbol of rebirth. Fans can see how much lighter she looks, how comfortable she's become in her own skin. Even Jen, her loyal friend, noted that Meri is finally open again. That openness, the willingness to risk pain again for the chance at love, is the bravest thing a person can do. The irony is that while Cody Brown seems to be trapped in emotional chaos, struggling in his marriage with Robin and disconnected from his other wives, Meri is thriving. She's traveling, smiling, and reclaiming her story. For years, viewers begged her to leave a loveless situation. Now they're cheering her on as she steps into something new. On social media, fans have flooded comment sections with encouragement. "Go, Meri. You deserve happiness," one wrote. "Ron seems like a keeper," said another. Some even joked, if Cody could see her now, he'd realize what he lost. It's not just about a man, though. It's about healing. Meri's journey shows that love after loss is possible, but it starts with loving yourself first. She spent years thinking she wasn't enough, that she had to fight for attention, that she had to shrink herself to fit into someone else's version of love. But this time, she's showing the world that her laughter, her quirks, her snort laugh, all of it, are worth loving. There's something beautifully poetic about Meri's new chapter.